What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Yes, we're out at the shop today. We got the Speed Addict 731. We got Dover is hard at work getting this car actually putting power to it. Not starting yet, but we're powering it so we can hook the SCT-X3 up, get the strategy out of the PCM so we can load a bass tune. No way we're going to start this thing with those giant injectors without some sort of tune, but that will be happening very shortly. So today, guys, this is what is going on. If you caught Ken's channel, Speed Addict 731, Ken purchased a 2019 GT. Well, on his 15 GT, he just so happened to have an 18 intake. Okay. Ken alluded to the fact that he had purchased said 19 GT. I twisted his arm and said, that intake better come off before that white car gets turned in. So there it is, guys. So huge shout out to Speed Addict 731 Ken for selling me the 2018 intake. Guys, the intake is one of the things that is holding the car back. It's still the truck intake. As you can clearly see, still got the truck intake on it. So shifting at 6,800 is what I have to do because they basically fall off the map at 6,800. This intake's, I don't know, 75 maybe?
Oh yeah.
75, maybe more, I don't know.
Yeah, easy, 78.
So we're gonna not only get improved airflow, but I'll also be able to wind the engine out quite a bit more, which is, you know, what these small motors need to go fast. So that is part numero uno that we're gonna put on here in just a second, but I've got more. All right, guys, so next upgrade also came from Speed Addict 731. He happened to have a Raptor shift light that was for his 03 Cobra. He never got around to using it, and so there it is. If you caught the video where I was kind of talking about what the car was doing on the track, one of the main issues I was having was trying to watch the tach so close, because I know that intake cuts off about 6,800. And it, you know, it revs so fast. I had to really keep a close eye on that to, you know, try and get it run the number. So now we have the Raptor shift light, totally programmable. Probably gonna hide it, maybe in the AC vent or something, I don't know yet. But now I'm not gonna have to sit there and stare at the tach. I can set a launch RPM, and I can set shift RPM, and boom. All right, guys, one thing I did forget to mention on the intake, it has the JPC IMRC lockouts, because obviously being a Gen 1 engine, got no IMRCs, and even on a Gen 2 I wouldn't run them, so that is definitely a good thing. We do have some other stuff here which I'm going to go over. If you caught the video when we were at the track, the car was doing some really stupid stuff out of the hole, spinning, trying to go sideways, just generally not hooking. This is the number one part we're going to be using to fix some of that, some of it. But these are double adjustable, so we can adjust them on the car. We're going to set the pinion angle probably about -2 degrees or so. You know, so when the car loads up, it'll sit about neutral, and hopefully plant the tires harder and go straighter. And, yeah, we might do that too. I haven't got there yet. We've got a lot coming. So that is number one as far as making the car 60 foot, because that's, you know, a lot of times races are won or lost at the 60 foot, and right now my car is not 60 footing the way it should. The second thing we're gonna do is probably go ahead and raise the entire car up an inch at all four corners. I mean, you can see I'm basically tucking in the front, and I mean the car is low, and you watch the videos and the front barely comes up. It's super low in the back too. So I think we're going to bring the car up a little bit, make it transfer weight a little bit better. We may swap these front springs, you know, for something that's a little more drag race friendly. These are, you know, basically road race coilovers on the front, and it's not wanting to transfer weight. I can also soften up the conies a little bit. I think that's going to help. But mainly I just need the car to rock back and plant the tires and get me down the track. All right, y'all, and one more upgrade. My buddy Mike Stallings has a 04 Terminator, and he did the, I guess the hot ticket right now is the CTSV brakes. Apparently they bolt right on, and so I saw that and hit him up. It's like, dude, what are you gonna do with your stock calipers and brackets and lines and all that? He said they're yours when they come off. So super stoked. Finally got the Cobra brakes. I just got to pick up some calipers, but the lines, the pads, all that are there. Probably gonna get them re-powder coated or something, make them look new. But super stoked. Gonna have the Cobra brakes on the car, a little bit better stopping. Even though the Edge car brakes do well, they do really well. They're light years better than, you know, the factory that I had before, factory brakes. But these brakes just look 100% better, a little more stopping power, you know, dual piston. So that's coming. Going to be doing that as well. Just got to get some rotors and putting the Cobra brakes on. All right, guys, so intake is off. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit, you know, just makes everything nice and pretty. But there is the old intake, new intake, big thumbs up. I'm gonna set this thing down here so you can kind of see the differences are mostly internal, but there you go. That's the stock Gen 1 truck intake and the 18 intake. Airflow is good. So let me get this thing cleaned up, start going back together. Guys, quick note, we did have to grind right here. There's a tab that comes up, and it did hit the fuel rail. Now here's the deal. If you're putting this on like an S550 or an S197 or something like that, you won't have this problem. We flipped the fuel rails around backwards so we could pick up the stock Foxbody fuel line. Normally, unless you're running your fuel line, your fuel rails turned around, you won't have that issue, but I did. So if you're running it like mine, you're swapping to an 18 intake, you're gonna have to grind that down a little bit. No sweat. All right, boys, here we go. It's on. The other issue we had is right here. The way this throttle body is angled up now. It's, yeah. We had to do a lot of massaging here to make the intake sit down farther so we could actually shut the hood. But it works. I'm going to get a 45-degree coupler. What we did is just kind of pull it out as far as we could and then push it down a little bit to clear the hood. It's close, but it works. But let's fire this dude up. Super successful day. Got the intake down there. Obviously the car's got to get retuned for the 18 intake, so I'm gonna have to get it up to Winger Performance hopefully sometime this week and get that all squared away. But coming up, we're going to be doing the suspension work, putting the double adjustable control arms on it, raising the car up a little bit, and putting the Raptor shift light in. So that's going to be super cool. Get all that in there and get us ever closer to that 7.0 in the 8th mile, 11.0 in the quarter with a junkyard truck motor before I do anything else. So it never ends. In the meantime, if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you smash that subscribe button and check you next time.